Hello Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a new layout this month for Sketch to the Max. So you will have just seen the sketch that we are using as our inspiration this month. So today's layout, both Traci and I are going to translate the sketch more literally, and that is the point of this series. Is the first layout that we make, we translate the sketch literally, and the second one we make, we translate more loosely. Okay, so here you can see I did draw a line down the middle of this paper, and I am going to cut it because I don't have a bigger trimmer than 12 by 12. I wasn't able to cut this 12 by 12 piece of paper on the diagonal. So that's the reason why I used a ruler, and I measured it and it came out perfect. Okay, so this collection that I am using is the January Click Kit, and it is the Whimsical collection. So I have a bunch of scraps because I did just make a layout with this for the Crafty Maven Getaway, and I will try to remember to leave a link below to that video if you would like to see that. And so I do have a bunch of scraps. So here I have 3 photos, and these photos are old. These are from when Jonas, I think, was 5 or 6, and we went to California to visit my grandparents. And this was actually, I think it was 2009, so Jonas would have been 5 or almost 5. So here he's 4.5, I believe, almost 5. And so this is the 2 on the right are Jonas playing with my grandpa. So it's his great grandpa. And then the one on the left is my grandma, who is not with us any longer. And so this was a very special layout. That was a photo of her watching Jonas playing with grandpa, and she just had such a grandma look on her face. Like, my grandma wasn't your stereotypical grandma. She was very loving and just very, I don't know how to explain her. Like, I loved her to death, and she was amazing, and she was just very strong woman. That's what she was. She wasn't like a I have to please everybody kind of woman. She was herself. And I just loved that about her. She was such an influence on me and just so amazing. So here you can see I am cutting up this blue floral paper, and that is going to be the banners. And I really love how this layout turned out and came together. It just totally flowed. Okay, so now here you can see I have all of those banners cut out, and this layout is pretty much going to stay the way you see it now. I'm not really going to do much more. I mean, I am going to add embellishments and things from the kit. So here you can see I'm cutting up these Ellie's Studio labels, and I'm going to use this yellow one. And I was thinking, oh, I really like the color of these 2 green ones, so I was thinking I would add those in there, but it just didn't look right. So I'm gonna mess with it and play around with it. I add a couple of these floral stickers that were also in the Click Kit. These are from Fancy Pants. And I'm going to do these 2 clusters up in the top right hand corner and then bottom left hand corner of the photo placement. And then here I decide I really like this, I don't even know what to call this, frame paper. So I'm going to cut out a couple of these frames. The blue one says Good Vibes, and then the green one says Love It. And so I'm going to replace the green labels up there at that top cluster with this Love It little framed piece. And that looks so much better, and I'm so glad I did that. So, yeah, I did do that. And then here I'm just cutting out the frame to put here in this little cluster, and that says Good Vibes with a cute little flower on it. And I apologize if you can hear my dogs. Of course, they have to be chewing on toys right next to me when I'm doing my voiceovers. Okay, so now I am going to start gluing down all of these embellishments and all of these pieces, I really liked how I had everything set up. And normally the way that I work is I glue from the bottom up. Today I'm gonna glue from the top down because I just really liked how I had it set up and I didn't want to screw it up. And I knew if I started from the bottom and worked my way up with gluing down all of these layers, I would totally screw something up. So I'm being a super duper OCD perfectionist with this layout today. Here I am just gluing down the little cluster up here at the top, and I did decide to move that little framed piece with the florals. I moved that cluster around. Just the way that I had it, it didn't look right. So this looks much better, and I'm very happy with how both of these clusters turned out. So now I'm done gluing everything down. I'm just gluing the whole mat with the photos and the layers down now to the background. And then I'm going to add another cluster. I'm feeling like it's still missing something. We still need to add something. And so I'm pulling out a few of these ephemera pieces. And this is the ephemera pack from the Whimsical collection. And I really liked that heart frame. And I thought I could do some journaling up there in the frame. So I'm just going to do a little bit of embellishing there. And I'm trying to think about my title. So here I'm thinking my title could be Wonder and Love or something like that. There's a heart there, Wonder and Heart, or something like that. I wasn't too sure what I wanted the title to be. So I'm going to mess around with this, kind of play with the placement of these embellishments, and then I'm going to think Lovely Wonder. I could have that be the title, or Great Wonder, Great Love, something like that. And then I thought I really like the idea of Great Love because these are Jonas's great grandparents, so it's kind of like a play on words. So I have these two cut apart pieces that were in the ephemera pack, and the love one did say lovely, so I did just cut the last bit of the L and the Y off to make it love, and I'm just really not liking how it looks. It just didn't go very well. So I pulled out a yellow marker and I thought, okay, maybe I can do my own title, and I've been practicing a lot with my hand lettering, but I just didn't really like it in the end. So I am going to cut out this second word that I wrote out. So I cut out that second great, and I'm thinking, okay, do I like that? No, I don't like that. I'm going to toss out that idea. Then I'm going to pull out a bunch of stamp sets, and I'm going to go through all of these, and these are from Close to My Heart. The one that I'm going to end up using is actually that alpha that's right there in the middle of the layout. And that one I believe is called Jen's Hand or Jennifer's Hand. I can't remember. I'm not sure that it's still available, and it is a stamp that Close to My Heart made when Jen Scow was working for them. I believe it is her handwriting. Okay, so here you can see that I did stamp out the word great with that alpha, and then now I am going to use this. It's a hexagon stamp, but it has the word love in it, and so my idea was to just cut around the word love instead of leaving it as the full hexagon. And I guess I don't really show you that, I apologize, but I'm just going to cut out the word love and glue it down kind of where I had tried to put the ephemera die cut pieces before. So here you can see I'm going to cut out the word great and just cut it into a nice kind of circular squarish image with rounded corners. And it's not an image. I don't know why I said image. I kind of felt like it needed to be popped up, so I had a scrap piece of this fun foam. So I'm just going to glue that down, and I think that is pretty much it. I'm going to glue down that little banner up at the top that says Wonder. So my title could be Wonder and Great Love, or it could just be Great Love. It's kind of up to your own interpretation, but I did want to put that wonder up there at the top. I don't know why. I just kind of felt like it incorporated my grandma watching them and just kind of, I don't know, just the look on her face just kind of says, wow. You know, like, I don't know. Like, I love these two people in my life. So that's kind of the thought behind that little cluster up there. Anyway, make sure you head on over and check out Traci's layout, and we will be back in 2 weeks. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!